Well, the big news for the Bayshore Bikeway in 2012 was the opening of this bike path here in Chula Vista, all the way from Palomar Street up to H Street. So this is the first time we've really been able to bring a Class 1 bike facility over to this side of the bay. The bike path has been in existence on the west side for a long time, but now we're bringing it up through Chula Vista and on into National City and towards downtown. So this is a big deal for us because now we're connecting this into the more residential and employment parts of San Diego. The north end of this bike path is right at UTC Aerospace, so we're connecting to employers. So the value we've had for this bike path all along as a great recreational facility is now being enhanced because it's also going to be a really great commuter facility for San Diegans. We're continuing to work on building the bike path all the way to downtown San Diego through our Bayshore Bikeway Working Group, and we're in design in National City and on up towards the 32nd Street Naval Station. So there's another great employment site where we're going to be able to serve with the bike path. We've been working with the folks along the working waterfront and the Navy and the Port District to get this thing built all the way to downtown San Diego so we can close this loop, which is a pledge that our Bayshore Bikeway Working Group has made to one of its members, Gordy Shields. I don't know if you know this, but we've built a bridge across the Sweetwater River that's named for Gordy because he was one of the original members of the Bayshore Bikeway Steering Committee way back in 1976. And we've told him we're going to build this bike path while he's still alive. And so we've got a challenge ahead of us because Gordy's 94. The good news is he's an avid bike rider. He's a national champion in his age group, and we're counting on him to continue his great bicycling so that he'll be around for a few more years so we can finish this bike path up in the next 5 or so years. In March, we opened up this bike path in Chula Vista with our leader of our working group, Supervisor Cox, Mayor Cox from Chula Vista, and some of our other working group members. And so we had about 150 or so cyclists show up and had a nice event down here right at this site. And I always get a lot of compliments from the cycling communities. So happy to see that we're completing more work like this around the region. It's a great recreational amenity, but really, as we're building the bike path up the east side of the bay, it's also going to be a great commuter facility. And we know that if we can build more bike facilities like this, we're going to attract more people onto bikes. And that's going to help us reduce traffic, improve our air quality, reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. It's really going to be a great benefit to us, both recreationally and for public health, as well as economically. Come on out and ride the Bayshore Bikeway. It's 24 miles all the way around. You get to visit all 5 cities around San Diego Bay and have a ferry ride at the end of your trip as well.